Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning, huh? Fight night, huh? Beterbiev versus Anthony Yard. I will be calling that fight later on today. Let me get my black two sugars. Bobby! So, according to Ellie Setback, Ryan Garcia, he started his training camp yesterday. Yeah, Ryan Garcia, he started his training camp yesterday. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he hadn't, okay? He has not started his training camp. And let me break this down, okay? Bernard Hopkins, he said on Fight Hub, he said that Ryan Garcia didn't want to tune up. So he said he has to get tuned up in the gym. So he started his training camp yesterday, officially. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has not. And Calvin Ford, right, on Chicken Talk, he said that Gervonta Tank Davis, he's not going to be starting his training camp until a little bit later. Why? He's still healing up from his Hector Garcia fight. Plus, let me add this, and this isn't coming from Calvin Ford, but if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Right now, Ryan Garcia, he has to get ready. Gervonta Tank Davis had a whole training camp and a fight. So he doesn't have to get ready, not as much as Ryan Garcia right now. He definitely has to get in a training camp to get ready for Ryan Garcia, but he doesn't have to start as early as Ryan Garcia. Now, this does make me feel more confident, and it should make you guys feel more confident that the fight is going to happen. De La Hoya said they're 80% done. Bernard Hopkins said the same thing. De La Hoya said that the contracts is in their hands, that the PBC did what they had to do, Gervonta Tank Davis did what they had to do, and they are going to make the fight. Just need a few I's dotted and a few T's crossed. Also, Ryan Garcia, according to Calvin Ford, has already got his VADA testing. He started training camp. So all this stuff is good, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis said he did everything on his end as well for the fight to take place. I want to say this, though. I want to say this about getting ready and staying ready. This is why when you look at the fighters back in the day, Willie Pep, Sugar Ray Robinson, Archie Moore. Archie Moore, he was trained at George Foreman later. He was fine. I'm talking about mentally, okay? I'm talking about brain damage and stuff. Why were those fighters able to fight so much, all right? And they showed living a long time. Of course, if nothing happened outside, like car accidents and Rocky Marciano airplane crash and stuff like that, you know, them dying young. But you have, you know, a little less occurrences, it seems, with so many fights. Jack Johnson, so many fights. Less occurrences, it seems, of severe brain damage. Those fighters fought more. They stayed ready. They didn't have to get ready, meaning they sparred less. You know, if you look at UFC and you look at boxing, UFC, they got smaller gloves. When you look at the fight itself, you'll say which one is worse on the brain, a UFC, an MMA fight, or a boxing match. Boxing match is more damage on the brain. Why? Because the gloves are bigger. You're taking more repeated punches over and over again, you know, over the course of 12 rounds, where in MMA, smaller gloves knocks you out real quick. The damage is in the consistent, you know, pounding of the head. Now, that's why they said Muhammad Ali is one of the most dangerous fighters you'll ever fight, because he punched heavy enough and he hit you with that heavy jab over and over again. Not enough to knock you out, but to keep you standing, all right? And then you fall over fatigue or just getting punished over and over again. You end up falling over, all right? And that's over 15 rounds. My point is this. With today, when you're sparring, you got the bigger gloves and you also have headgear. Billy White, if you guys remember, had an interview with Billy White. Who is Billy White? The coach of Iron Mike Tyson now. He came up with Iron Mike Tyson under Cus D'Amato. Billy White was trained by Cus D'Amato too. And he said on this channel in an interview that Cus D'Amato told them, you know, take off the headgear. He thought that headgear and stuff was actually more dangerous, okay? That's how Cus D'Amato felt. So when you look at today and you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, he's already ready. He doesn't have to get ready. He has to get ready for Ryan Garcia, but he doesn't have to get ready, right? Ryan Garcia, he has to get tuned up in the gym. That's what Bernard Hopkins said. But it's good that Ryan Garcia has started his training camp. I want to say this too. When I made a comment on my Facts Friday, probably the best Facts Friday of all time. I mean, the War Room had so much fun. The War Room conquered the Facts Friday yesterday. You guys got to see it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, well, check it out. I mean, just historic Facts Friday. But I compared Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis to Tommy the Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. I had a few people saying, you know, they don't see it that way, or you know, Ryan Garcia's no Hearns. I compare it in more ways than one. All right, not just the height, the reach, okay, against a guy who's a brilliant fighter who's also has power in both hands and speed. Not so, and both of them being in their 20s and, you know, perfect time for those guys to fight, you know, in their primes. Fighters don't do that anymore. This is the Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard of this era. But not just the physical stature of things. Also, Ryan Garcia can be the Sugar Ray Leonard. And Tank Davis can be the Motor City Cobra. He can be the Hitman. In this way, Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't that likable at the time. Okay, I mean, the masses, of course. Ryan Garcia got more fans, so the masses, that's the same. But then there's the boxing fan, the boxing head, who Sugar Ray Leonard had to earn their respect. Let me tell you why. We already had a pretty boy, Muhammad Ali. You're no Muhammad Ali. There was people that was kind of put off by the fact that Sugar Ray Leonard was kind of doing a Muhammad Ali smile, being a pretty boy, and showing that he can't be hit, even doing a shuffle and doing those things. It kind of turned people off, okay? Ryan Garcia has that appeal where, you know, he got the masses, he got the big social media support, and then he got these endorsements, he got these commercials, and it turned the hardcore boxing fan off a little bit. That's how people were responding to Sugar Ray Leonard. It just wasn't social media. Tommy the Hitman Hearns being the fighter's fighter, okay? Power in both hands, boxing ability and all those things. That's Gervonta Tank Davis, right? He's the boxer's boxer. If you're a great Iron Mike Tyson, James Toney, these guys love Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? So he's the boxer's boxer, not Ryan Garcia so much. You got that also. And in the Sugar Ray Leonard versus the Motor City Cobra, Tommy the Hitman Hearns fight, Sugar Ray Leonard was getting outboxed, and it kind of threw people off because they figured Hearns was going to just punish him. He was outboxing him. And it was Sugar Ray Leonard, after you're blowing it, kid, or you're blowing it, son. I forget what Dundee said. The most famous thing ever said in the corner, and I don't have the words right. So please don't trash me too much in the comments. I should have that figured out. I should have said that better. Anyway, it was Sugar Ray Leonard who took the fight to Tommy Hearns and ended up slugging him and punching him down through the bottom rope and then stopping him. And you didn't expect that when you saw the two guys and you see this pretty boy, heavy sponsored Olympic gold medalist Sugar Ray Leonard versus this, you know, Motor City Cobra from Detroit. You're thinking, if anybody's gonna walk the other one down and punch him down, beat him down, it would be the Hitman, beat down Sugar. Sugar shows something else. That in here, he's a monster, right? He's a cobra, you know, he's a predator. And he showed that. Yeah, let's see what happens with Ryan Garcia. Let's see if people taking him super light, those who just not feeling the way he's gone about his career thus far, pretty boy, all those things. He's Dark Garcia right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this fight goes. But what I'm saying is, you can compare Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis to Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard in more ways than one. But Ryan Garcia, just the breaking news, he did start his training camp. I'd love to know what y'all think in the comments below. Don't forget to show up to my live stream commentary, Ultra Better BF versus Anthony Yard. Showbiz, but don't. I'm out. Huh.